Hello friends, in this video we are going to see Microtail fully automatic water level controller with dry run protection. This will works for both underground and overhead tank, which is having a dry run protection, which means whenever there is water inside the underground tank, then only it will pump water towards the upper head tank. Whenever there is water inside the upper head tank, it will not pump water from the underground tank, so it will work vice versa. Now in my home setup you can see that there is a upper head tank and there is a lower head tank or underground tank. In this underground tank, whenever the water comes in, this microtail switch fully automatically automate the process by turning on the motor and pump water towards the upper head tank. Whenever there is no water inside the underground tank, it will not pump water towards the overhead tank or upper head tank. This microtail switch, which is having three sensors in each of the tank, which will control the switch, and also there is a pump which is controlled by the microtail switch. So this is the setup in my home, so that I don't have to worry about water pumping towards the upper head tank whenever the water is present in the underground tank. If you need a system like this, you can see or watch this video for more information. As you can see, there is a underground tank here. Now we will see what is inside this underground tank. As I already mentioned, there is a sensor inside this tank. We will open this tank and we will see the sensors. You can see there is a electrical PVC pipe which is attached with the three sensors. The top one you can see, which is the overhead high, and the overhead high means the top level indicator, and in middle you can see one more sensor, and the bottom also for the reference. So this top sensor will detect the water is full, and bottom sensor will detect the water is low, and the reference sensor which is given for controlling the water level, or with reference towards that sensor, these two sensors will work. So three sensors are necessary for controlling the water level for the for giving correct data for the microtail control switch to sense the water level inside the tank. Similar kind of setup is there in the overhead tank as well. Now we will see the microtail fully automatic control water level control switch. As you can see the diagram, it shows how it will works on the upper head tank or overhead tank as well as the underground tank. You can see there is a pump in between which will control by the microtail switch. This LED indication shows that this is upper head and this is underhead and underhead low. That means the bottom level tank. This red and yellow color LED shows the water level of underground tank. Now you can see the underground tank is full, so that the two LEDs are on, and in the top you can see the only one LED is turned up. That means that water level is low, and whenever the water level in the bottom tank is high or full, then only it will pump water towards the top or overhead tank. You can see that overhead low is turned up with yellow color. That means in the top the water level is not high, but water is there. That means water is there, but it is not full. And you can see there is manual switches here which you can use for manual operations, and when you want to work it as a fully automatic process, then you have to turn on the auto switch. Otherwise, if you want to control it manually, you can toggle that switch to manual mode and you can control it manually. Since there is no light in the overhead, LED is not turned up, that means it is not full, but water is still present there. Whenever the overhead tank glow turns off, it will pump water towards the upper head tank or overhead tank, and it will also check whether there is water inside the underhead tank or underground tank, then only it will pump water towards the upper head tank. So this is how it works. and it is very useful for people who are not at home, but they want their water level to be controlled with this switch. In the bottom of this switch you can see there is a phase and neutral line where this will control the water pump. That means using the sensor data, it will turn on the motor as well as turn off the motor. In the top you can see that there are 6 sensor connections. The first 3 for the underground tank and the last 3 in the right side 3 for the overhead tank. I have connected this one using the telephone cable. You can use any kind of wires to connect the sensor switches, but I would suggest you use telephone cables. If you like this video, please click on the like button. For more videos, subscribe this channel. Thank you.